Folks, 175,000 people a year die of lung cancer. Let me put it in perspective. That's like one 747 airplane going down every day, killing everybody. Now here's the good news. The good news is that 20% of those people can be saved. 20% of people who are dying from lung cancer can be saved. If you're 55 to 75, we have an opportunity for you today that you can go for a simple test and you can save your life. My guest is Dr. Dave Moylan, who is the head of the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute here in New Philadelphia. You know, Dave, when I look at when we look at these numbers, they're staggering to me. Okay, 175,000 people a year will die from lung cancer. 20% of them can be saved. How?
Well, it's pretty simple. And again, you pointed out the epidemic that is facing this country. And 85% of the patients that die of lung cancer are dying from tobacco-related illness. It's the rare patient that would have a cause other than tobacco smoke, such as industrial exposure, radon in the home, etc. So that's the #1 killer in the United States. And the National Cancer Institute recently conducted a study called the National Lung Screening Trial, and that's the one that showed that when patients are screened and early detection is possible, there was a 20% improvement of the cure rate, and it was accomplished with low-dose spiral CAT scanning, which we have available at the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute. Basically, it's advanced CAT scanning, third and fourth generation CAT scanning machines that detect lesions or abnormalities in the lung when they are eminently treatable. And if they are picked up in stage 1, the cure rate actually would exceed 80%.
Okay, so let me go back. The majority of people that are watching this show are 55 and older, okay? My show has an 80% share of people who are 50 plus, okay? The point is, I'm feeling good. You know, I don't have any, aches or pains, and, I may have smoked cigarettes or maybe still smoke cigarettes, and I'm 55 and I'm older, okay? Why again should I say, let me give myself the gift and go and get this low, CT scan or at least a checkup? Again, it's so critical and important.
Well, we just had a patient come in a few weeks ago, and the first sign of disease was a chronic cough. The primary physician thought it might have been some bronchitis, and when a chest x-ray was obtained, a tumor the size of your fist was diagnosed. So it was in advanced stages. We need to pick these up when they're the size of your pinky finger, a centimeter or 2, and that's where the cure rate is going to be phenomenally high.
So folks, what I recommend is this. We come around the holiday seasons, whatever season it is, it's a good opportunity for you to give your loved ones a good gift. And now what about the cost? I mean, here again, people are concerned about cost with all these insurances.
Of course, we have a comprehensive program, and it would start with the patient contacting us by telephone, registering, and then they would be brought in for a comprehensive physical examination regarding the chest and the lymph nodes in the neck, which basically drain the organs in the chest. A pulmonary function test would be obtained to see what the degree of lung damage is from the cigarette smoking, and also a comprehensive smoking history. We want to quantitate how many pack years of smoking exposure they've had. So for instance, if somebody smoked a pack a day for 30 years, that's a 30 pack year history. But they could have smoked half a pack for 60 years and gotten there. But that was the patient population that seemed to benefit, moderately heavy smokers.
All right, so folks, what I recommend is very simple. 20% of those people who are dying from lung cancer today can be saved. They can be saved by taking a very simple test. A regular exam here is $99, you said?
Well, that would include the spiral CAT scanning, which would be done at the second sitting. The first one is the exam, the registration, the pulmonary function testing, which is free, and then a $90 modest charge to cover the CAT scan, which would be done on a weekend.
And I'm looking over here. One of the places is charging $300. Okay.
That would be the Fox Chase Cancer Center.
Now, folks, I'm begging you, if you're 55 or older, particularly in the market area that we live in, you know how cancer is like rapid. You know, if you're feeling good or whatever, that's the best time to go. And you know, I'm one of the biggest babies, as you know, for a test. Very quickly, the number's on the screen. Give yourself the gift. Call the number, make an appointment. It's a very simple thing. Very quick. Yes, go ahead, Doc.
Well, Sam, I also was at the convenience store the other day and I saw a carton of cigarettes advertised. So you could, 2 cartons of cigarettes would pay for the screening.
Why people smoke in the first place, Dave, just drives me crazy. But in other words, you never know. It's such an addiction. It just breaks my heart, especially when I see young people smoking. Very quickly, about a minute, let's talk about hyperthermia or heat treatments.
Well, that's a technique that I just heard advertised on the Philadelphia radio station for the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. I'm thinking, gosh, this is something we've been doing at Simon Kramer Institute for the last 20 years. And it benefits patients with advanced tumors within a couple inches of the skin surface. And that would be cancer of the breast or the chest wall, head and neck malignancies, malignant melanomas or moles, they're often on the surface. And by applying microwave heating immediately after a radiation session, you can augment the effect of the radiation by 40%. So it's a fantastic thing. We've been doing it for years, but we just haven't been talking about it. So I want to get the word out on that, Sam.
Folks, Simon Kramer Cancer Institute here in New Philadelphia. The phone number's on the screen. I highly recommend giving it a call. Get this particular test if you're 55 or older. And for those of you who've worked in asbestos plants or worked around any kind of fumes, and even if you didn't smoke, there are a lot of people who are, worked in hairdressing, where you're breathing and stuff, okay? It's important to take the test. You could be saved. I can't emphasize it enough. Folks, Dr. David Moylan, available to you. Phone number's on the screen. It's the Simon Kramer Cancer Institute in New Philadelphia. We hope you learned something. We want to save your life.